Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas at 6:14 in the morning on a Saturday, August 28th, 2021. And this is my video blog, and you've come across it. And if you haven't been here before, welcome. This is really casual and informal. As you can see, I do this daily, every single morning. I jump on, talk about crypto. This is my time before all the natives wake up in my household and cause absolute pandemonium. So this is my time before I have to go be a dad, a friend, a husband, a neighbor, an employee, or whatever I have to be for the day. This is my time to look at some crypto, and you're going to look at it with me, and if you're going to continue watching. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not your teacher. You're just kind of sitting down in the morning, spending some time talking and thinking about the crypto market with me. That's about it. So we are all new in this space, and this space is still trying to find its niche. Well, I mean, it has its niche, but trying to feel in the dark as far as regulations are concerned, as far as a lot of people trying to figure out the technology so they can know which way they want to go about it. There's a lot of different ways you can go about things in crypto. Some people love following the NFT aspect of it. Some people love the DeFi aspect of it. Some people love the plumbing and the infrastructure side of things. Other people love trading and speculating and day trading and all that stuff. To each their own. I'm kind of a fundamentals dollar cost average guy, and I love reading about these concepts and the direction that all this stuff is taking, Web 2.0 technology, Web 3.0 technology, I'm sorry. And so that's my take on it. So that being said, I've been doing this every single morning since February 6th, and I started broadcasting October 24th, 2020. I didn't really have anybody to talk to about this stuff, and I was driving myself crazy trying to talk to people in real life about it. So I just decided to start this YouTube channel, or this Theta TV channel, actually. I'd upload it to YouTube later, and I broadcast live on Theta TV. So if you're here, say hi in the chat room, and ask me any questions you want and stuff like that. And I'm pretty easygoing, man. This is just kind of an informal show. So, yeah. So anyway, let's look at the CoinGecko markets today and see what's up. So CoinGecko is one of the several different coin coin aggregators. I don't know what, not aggregators. I mean, I don't know. It puts them all on one page. It categorizes them however you want to categorize them. I have them categorized by market cap here. And there's CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, CoinCodex, CoinPaprika. Then there's several others like token metrics you can pay for if you want to get really in depth in all the information. But for my purposes, I just use CoinGecko. So yeah. Let's see here. Bitcoin is sitting 48,967. It's been sitting between 49 and 46,000 for the past couple weeks, which is fine with me. I mean, shoot. What was it this time last year? So Ethereum, same thing, 3,247.85. Cardano's been blowing up lately, $2.85. I do have some Cardano stuck in an atomic wallet, so be careful if you happen to have a Cardano NFT in your wallet. Do not send it to Atomic Wallet. They do not have NFT compatibility in their wallet, and if you happen to send an NFT by accident to your Atomic Wallet to hold Cardano, it will get stuck. So I have a lot of tokens over in Atomic Wallet completely stuck, unable to move, unable to sell, unable to transfer or anything, and Cardano has been blowing up, and I haven't been able to do anything with it. Probably for the best, actually. But either way, I did find out that I was not alone in this. I went to a Cardano forum and started a thread, and somebody responded saying that they are having the same issue. Atomic Wallet finally got back to me and said, yes, we know about this issue now. We are working with our developers to fix it. So there is an end in sight. So maybe it's just kind of a forced hold on Cardano. So okay, whatever. So far it's paying off. Binance Coin 487.05. Tether stablecoin $1. XRP $1.17. The Doge 28 cents. USDC another stablecoin $1. Polkadot 26.29. Solana 90.52. Uniswap 27.14, Terra at 31.46, and Binance USD $1. Bitcoin Cash 635.76, Litecoin 174.23, Chainlink 25.90, and then there's that ICP thing. My opinion, stay clear. But Route Bitcoin, same thing as Bitcoin, but on the Ethereum blockchain. Polygon $1.48. Let's see what else we got down here that's of interest. Theta Network 685. I'll talk about that here in a second. I am a big fan of Theta Network. I believe it is going places. There has been some rumblings in the Theta community that the Theta Network is not moving anywhere, that it's going to crash and all. No, it's not. You don't get endorsed and backed by Samsung, Sony, and Google, and CAA talent agency out of Hollywood, and all types of other big dogs to only crash. And they are carefully and meticulously doing things the way they're doing because they want the big companies like Netflix. They don't care about the small investor like me and you impatiently trying to puff up our tiny little bags. They are doing things according to plan and according to schedule. And so you got to be in Theta for the long term right now. But that's what I believe it is. I'll go over that here in a second. So what was I going to look at? There was some. Oh yeah. On my commute yesterday, I don't want to waste more time on this, but this Clayton, the Clay token had popped up into the top 20 a few weeks ago. Now it's dropped back down to position 41 in the market cap rankings. This is a project out of South Korea. Seems like a good project, and it is affiliated with the Kakao network, which is a large type of WhatsApp, Facebook type of network over there. So a little bit of a geographic niche market. It has that huge company back behind it, but it's kind of wanting to be a little bit of a Facebook Libra, blockchain for business and stuff like that. They've had some criticisms about their centralization and how they kind of frown on decentralization and stuff like that. I don't know. I started listening this week to Spotify. So these guys, and I've never heard of them before, but they do really good reviews on projects, and they did one on Elrond, they did one on Hedera Hashgraph, they did one on Clayton, and so if you just want to get really good reviews on some random projects, let's see here, the Crypto Masters. I think this is it, but let me just double check. I'm just kind of random. You see, that's the thing with this show. You just kind of go along with me. Yes, this is it. They have a Spotify show, so they do really good reviews on projects. I guess these are the guys, and they're funny. They're approachable. They're for the John Q public. If I had a partner on a show, I would, strive to be like these guys. I would definitely, these guys are inspiring. Kind of what I would want a show that is more planned to develop into. They talked about the ZK rollups the other day, and they made it completely understandable to a lot of people. And ZK rollups is a hard concept to understand if you don't go plowing through technical documents and stuff like that. And that also brings to mind a Layer 2 solution, Loopring, which I will talk about here in a second. But yeah, check these guys out on Spotify, add them and follow them. Definitely a good show. The Crypto Masters. Here, let me open this up so you can kind of see it there. Helping you understand the Crypto Masters of crypto assets. So I guess that's the cryptomasters.com. They don't even know that I'm giving a nice little endorsement here. So I am endorsing this show. Anyway, so let's go back over to CoinGecko. I think that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to look at just at the moment. Let me just scroll on down and make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so that being said, let's go over here to my Twitter. And I want to take a look. I told you I'd tell you something about Theta Network and what's going on over there. Why some of the community's grumbling, which I get. You have an investment. And I have a friend that really just, oh, what should I invest in? And I was like, I don't know, like I'm into Theta Network and stuff like that. And he bought, I think he probably bought, near the top back when it was like, approaching $20. And it's been sitting down at like $6 ever since then. That's why I don't like telling new people about projects that I'm into, unless it's just Bitcoin or Ethereum, because they don't understand the market yet and the ebb and flow of the market. A lot of projects like Theta, for instance, don't really care too much about pleasing John Q. Public, because they have a large scale project that they're rolling out, and they don't necessarily need to sit around and try to please every single tiny little investor. They're in it for the big game and the long game. So anyway, here's something that a tweetor said, and nobody talks about Theta T-Fuel anymore. Kind of concerned about my fat bags. Theta Network, anything you guys can do to help reverse this trend, as much as you don't like to look at token price, I believe the great price performance puts a project on the map and drives adoption. Yeah, it's short-sightedness in my point of view. And yeah, it seems to me to be kind of an immature perspective. Theta Network has solid fundamentals, and what they're doing requires a restructuring of the current video distribution platform system as it is, because it's not just another YouTube. Some say that token price is the best marketing. Perhaps the recent price action has made people move on to more exciting tokens price-wise. There's little Theta can do about this, except for a U.S. listing, of course, and Theta does not have a U.S. listing. But I'm done with that topic, to be honest. I just hodl and hope for the best. And then Theta themselves may do a bit more marketing, to be honest. Was always a bit low. Hopefully that improves in Q4. Holidays now. However, been often through these calm tides with Theta. No panic over here. Was expecting a ledger update on Theta. Takes a long time. I miss Mitch's smile. Mitch is one of the top dogs over there at Theta. Theta has openly said that they are more interested in marketing to big business in their field, think Netflix, etc., rather than retail. That should offer some clues about where Theta is heading. They are going for the big fish. And then I believe patience will be a virtue with Theta. I'm pretty sure the Theta Network team are not sitting at their desks with their feet up doing nothing. I understand that people want a price boost to make them feel like the project is going somewhere and they aren't missing out. I still believe that nothing has changed except for the obvious, which is just price. I don't believe it has ever been overhyped, as most YouTubers don't actually have a clue what it really is and tout it as a YouTube competitor. For me, I'm sticking where I am and holding long term. Very wise, Brammy boy. Very wise. So I didn't like that a validator withdrew 2 million coins, but Theta Network didn't disclose this publicly. Another fact that they have been stretching out deadlines further. I believe they should hire more people quickly. Mitch Liu, you guys are doing great things. Please get more people. Anyway, so a lot of people are unsure and complaining, but there are 5 patents. So the major network upgrades have happened. You're seeing similar upgrades to websites and small partnerships almost daily right now. Theta Network doesn't advertise it, just doesn't advertise it like every other altcoin. And somebody said, yeah, most crypto projects bark loudly. It's the silent ones working on fundamentals that ultimately have the strongest bite. And I have to agree with that. Been holding for 2 to 3 years and no one gave an F about Theta. I'm comfy. Yeah, me too. I've been holding for quite a while now, and I strongly believe in the Theta project. So let's go take a look and see what's going on right here at their Medium article. Let me take a bite of my apple. I have tiny little mini apples. Look at these. My wife brought these home. Kids like them, so I'll eat too. Okay. Anyway. Theta Validator, unstaking to accelerate future ecosystem growth. Okay. Unstaking, if you don't know, in a project, if a project starts to unstake their tokens and dump them on the market, that's kind of a red flag in a lot of cases, price-wise, because it means the market is beginning to be flooded with tokens. But a lot of times, in order to bootstrap a project and a company or whatever, and if they are based on tokens and their token price raises in value, in order to further development and continue marketing and to branch on into bigger and better endeavors, they need capital. Where do they get this capital? Except by possibly being owned by somebody else who's donating. They can get it from their inner resources, which is tokens that they may have staked up. And they have to pay the people to further on with other new projects and bigger projects in order to expand the project. And in the long run, it will raise in value. So last year in August 2020, Theta Labs announced its plan to unstake 30 million Theta tokens. 14% of its stake Theta at the time, to fund ecosystem growth and to further the goal of decentralizing the protocol with a more diverse landscape of Theta stakers. Much has been accomplished in the year since then. Theta Mainnet 3.0 launched the Elite Edge Node Network, a full smart contract platform, the Theta Drop NFT platform, among other milestones. During this time, Theta blockchain staking also reached all-time highs with 66% of all Theta tokens staked and 40% of all T-Fuel as of today. And that is yesterday. We're proud of these achievements, but it's only the beginning for the Theta ecosystem with a renewed focus on Theta developer community and $1 million in new hackathon prizes, the upcoming launch of T-Drop, and even more focus on our decentralized video and entertainment infrastructure. There's plenty more in store for 2022 and beyond. To help accelerate this growth, Theta Labs is planning to unstake an additional 15 million Theta from its validators, accounting for approximately 8% of Theta Labs' total current stake. These tokens will be used primarily for new blockchain developer hires, marketing, business development, and strategic partnership incentives, Theta Hackathon prize funding, and other grants to Theta ecosystem projects under development. This also furthers the decentralization of the Theta network, with Theta Labs reducing its staking percentage from approximately 28% to 25% of the total Theta staked among all validators and guardians. These initiatives are key to achieving the goals set out in our Theta Ecosystem 2022 white paper, maintaining Theta Network's leadership position as the premier blockchain serving the media and entertainment space. We are excited to continue driving innovative applications across live stream video, decentralized video relaying, edge compute and storage, NFTs, live experiences, and much more. In order to do all this, it takes money. And when you want to do it on the scale that Theta is doing, it takes money. And then here's the Theta Ecosystem 2022 white paper. I suggest you go read it. When you start to get all wrapped up in these emotions of why your token price has not moved and you don't want to be delusional about it, go back to their blogs, read up on their updates, look at the proposed future plans for and their future white papers, like this one right here. Chainlink has said the same. People are grumbling that Chainlink has been dumping on the market and stuff like that. They also are trying to bootstrap themselves and make sure the business is up and running before they completely jump out there on the cliff, off the cliff. So this is the Theta 2022 white paper of a lot of the additional stuff that they're going to do. I'm not going to go through every fine tooth comb every single thing in here, but get the idea. Stuff is happening, and it is. They are not out there to cater to just you and I, John Q. Public. They don't know my name. Yeah. I'm just trying to hold out my bucket and catch some of the money flowing out of all this new technology. Fun fact, they already sold them past 2 months and the price got down to $3.60. They just announced that we'll see it on Monday. So you get some little bit of a conspiracy theorist in here talking about, so, hey, Jamaicos, where did you find out that they have sold those tokens already? Sorry, but couldn't find any info about it. And then you have people in here just going on and just kind of basically screaming at them. Yeah, so there's some negativity, going on here. Please explain what Theta unstaking tokens. This hasn't happened yet. It has to do with Binance and stupid theories being peddled on Reddit. It's a bloody ledger, mate. You can literally see the tokens in the nodes. No man, that's very bad. And then there were just people just arguing back and forth about what's going on. There's some negativity happening on here, but let's see here. So Theta is unstaking from one of its own 7 validator nodes. It is not a partner validator unstaking. Theta Labs starts off most of its press releases with "in another step towards decentralization." And that is a great point. Decentralization is good. Investing in growth versus executive money grabs is good. My 2 cents. Above average Joe crypto. I like this guy. I do follow him. If you follow Theta and you want a good person to follow, this average Joe crypto seems to be a good one. This guy's, the idiocy in these replies is mind-blowing. Theta will unstake some of their tokens to fund marketing and development. Nothing to do with Binance. It won't crash the price. Long-term holders want this. Helps awareness, growth, and decentralization. Yes, with the projects like Theta and Chainlink too, you have to take the long game. You have to, and that's what I'm doing with crypto in general. I look at the long game. I'm in it for the long game. I'm in it for the long-term technology paradigm shift that's happening. And even people in Spanish understand that a lot of this apprehension and this fear right now in the Theta community is unjustified. Me parece una gran noticia. No entiendo que los especulan con la decisión en el propio comunicado explican los motivos y todos, y ellos me parecen apasionantes. So it seems to me big news. I don't understand why they're speculating with the decision and the let's see, and the proper explanation of the motives, and all of this seems to be just emotions. Theta Labs is not given motives and doesn't believe in what they're saying. Many inexperienced investors I see in the comments. So hold. Yeah, I don't think I translated that right, but translation is not my forte. Anyway, so let's see here. Yeah, so anyways, well, that's enough about Theta. You get the point. Just hold and have patience. Good morning, Randy. How you doing? Welcome back and happy Saturday to you. Let's see. All right, so I talked enough. I beat that Theta dog to death. Now, there are some other things happening in August here, and one of those is Arbitrum is supposed to go live this month. So Layer 2, I have fairly recently discovered the fruits that can be gained on Layer 2. And I've been messing around on the Matic network, and I've moved a bunch of Ethereum and gains only. I've only moved my gains and not put in anything from my direct fiat dollars. But I've moved stuff over to Matic Layer 2, and I've been playing around with some of these DeFi instruments. A couple weeks ago, I had Crypto Fu on my show, and he showed me basically a lot of these DeFi applications on Matic and a lot of yield farming opportunities. Yield farming and stuff like that seems a little risky to rug pulls and things like that. And rug pulls are whenever the team suddenly pulls all their liquidity out and basically takes your money and leaves you holding the bag. So you have to be careful about that on certain projects. But I've taken some of my gains and just learning Layer 2 projects, because you can trade back and forth. You can do some of these total degen plays. Adamant.finance is one of them. And here you can go in and it shows you, the APYs. What it does is here's 214,602% APY. It's absolutely ridiculous sounding. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not advising anybody to do this. I'm just doing this to learn the levers and pulleys, and it's fun to me. So I'm not doing this with, my house and my mortgage and, stuff like that, or with my paycheck even. This is purely off of some gains. I'm just kind of learning how to do this stuff. So what Adamant does is it takes you to these, sorry, I can't spit it out. It takes you to these DeFi apps on Layer 2, and it basically shows you, hold on, let me go back to all vaults. All right, so for instance, here I can get 1129.78% max APR. If I go and add to the ADDI and wrapped Ethereum liquidity pool. So I go here and I'll just expand that. I've made in 24 hours 1.30 ADDI. ADDI's at $28.22. So I go in here to quick swap, say for instance, if I wanted to participate in this, and I go to liquidity and I add my liquidity. And so I would portion up exactly 50% of wrapped Ethereum and then 50%, and I buy some ADDI token and I add that 50-50 on here. And then once I add both of them, then it gives me the liquidity pool tokens. And then once I have those liquidity pool tokens, I go back over here to ADDI and they will show here. So I'm already earning interest from the quick swap pool from providing liquidity. So what Adamant Finance does, it takes that and it lets you stake those liquidity pool tokens. And then you earn interest on top of that, and it compounds it all. And then when you have, some of these, most of them are pretty safe over here. Like QuickSwap is a pretty safe way to earn liquidity, to earn transaction fees through liquidity pools, yield farming. But you get some of these more degen moves over here, and here's the red degen button, and I've played around with some of these, and it can get a little dangerous. I did Dino for a little while. I did Crystal, WMatic, Polycrystal, and that was a little risky. I did P-Wing for a little bit, and I'm just trying some of these out. I did Arcadium USDC liquidity pool, and it can get a little scary. Arcadium, I wasn't really able to cash back out to USDC yet, but then I realized there was something I had to hold it in there for 13 days and stuff like that. But it gets a little scary, So I advise you to proceed with caution, but it just shows you some of the opportunities that are out there on Layer 2 that a lot of people, the majority of people don't know about, and that can be pretty dangerous, But it's exciting, and it can become addictive. I can see how it can. So that being said, Arbitrum is coming out. It says by the end of the month. It's just the 28th of August, and they're getting ready to. 73 projects are ready to deploy, providing a complete ecosystem from launch on Arbitrum. Arbitrum is basically another Layer 2 solution. I wouldn't say, I'd probably be castigated for saying that it's just like Matic, because it's not. Matic is a sidechain. The technology is different, okay? But it is another Layer 2 solution on top of Ethereum. So that's all I'll go. I'm not going to go into the weeds about the exact technology of it. But that means a lot of these applications, that as I just showed you with Arbitrum, with Adamant Finance, you have QuickSwap, My, Bootstable, Sushi Swap, Gravity. You have all these different projects: Iron Finance, Ape Swap, it's Dino Swap, that have built these DeFi apps on here. So the same type of stuff is going to be happening on Arbitrum. And so the Arbitrum team has launched the Arbitrum 1 portal, showcasing the wallets, apps, and tools available to use after the scaling solution goes live to the public later this month. And this is this month. So far, 73 projects are ready to deploy, featuring a host of DeFi blue chips along with many up-and-coming protocols. Arbitrum is set for an explosive launch later this month. The highly anticipated Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solution will launch with integration from 73 projects, including many of the biggest names on the Ethereum network. Users can see which projects are ready to deploy by checking the Arbitrum 1 portal released on August 11th. We'll go to the Arbitrum portal and we'll see. I will do that in a little while. Arbitrum 1 portal has listed so many DeFi blue chips, including Aave, Balancer, Curve, and along with other major decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap and SushiSwap. By integrating so many established protocols from launch, Arbitrum will gain access to large amounts of liquidity, kickstarting its DeFi ecosystem. Users will also have access to a range of options for storing their funds on Arbitrum with MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, and Math Wallet, all enabled for integration. Along with the big players and up-and-coming DeFi projects such as Dodo are also bullish on Arbitrum's approach to scaling Ethereum, prioritizing development on the protocol. So with so many DeFi opportunities, users will be able to provide liquidity, trade derivatives, yield farm, exactly everything I just showed you on Adamant Finance, all while taking advantage of Arbitrum's low-cost, high-speed transactions. The final piece to complete the Arbitrum ecosystem is with its integration with Hop protocol, allowing the instant transfer of funds back to Ethereum and other Layer 2 protocols. So you can go from Layer 2 to Layer 2 protocols. So I can take my stuff maybe from Matic over here and then move it over to Arbitrum. So that is amazing aspect of composability, because people were complaining that all these Layer 2 solutions created silos. You had to go up to Matic and then back down, then go up to Loopring, then back down to Layer 1. And so maybe you can go back and forth between Layer 2 protocols now, and interoperability between Layer 2 protocols. Arbitrum launched for developers at the end of May, so they launched for developers to build on it at the end of May, and then now they're going to open it up to John Q. Public here, allowing interested projects to start equipping their applications for compatibility with Arbitrum's optimistic rollups. Although Arbitrum has been slow to roll out the protocol for end users, the team explained in a blog post that they want as many applications as possible ready to deploy to create a fair and equal launch, stating, "To facilitate a fair launch and robust ecosystem from inception, we will be opening Arbitrum for developers first so that projects joining the initial cohort have time to set up the infrastructure and test. Arbitrum's main competitor, Optimism, is taking a different approach, opening an alpha version of the protocol to end users while onboarding projects. So Arbitrum is making sure that they have everything fully set and ready to go before they launch, and it's supposed to be within the next 2 or 3 days. Optimism is different. It's another layer 2 solution, and they are heavy in Uniswap, and they are kind of just putting it out there, alpha version, straight out on Uniswap. They have already done that. As you can see here, we will go to Uniswap, and I just this morning connected my MetaMask RPC, so let me expand. Hold on, let me get this window all set up and ready so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, so you have to set up the RPC to Ethereum, and if you want to set up an RPC, here's the things. If you Bankless newsletter, I'll link this in the description, or just Google RPC Optimism and stuff like that, or how to set up Optimism, and you can do so in your MetaMask. And this is what you have to type in: Optimistic Ethereum, https:// mainnet.optimism.io chain ID 10. And you do this up here. Hold on, let me show you this. Okay, here's my MetaMask wallet right there. You can't see it, but I'm clicking on it, and let me expand the screen so I can show you account detail. Oh, hold on, and do this. Expand view. Okay. All right. So I got a little bit of Ethereum in there, as you can see, but you go right there, and we'll scroll down to Optimistic Ethereum right there. I added this RPC. All right, so let's say I want to add a new RPC. You could go down here to Custom RPC, and where I showed you these coordinates, not coordinates, but you know what I'm saying. This stuff to enter: network name, network URL, and chain ID. All you do is go put that here: network name, network URL, and chain ID. You don't need currency symbol or block explorer. But as you can see here, I've added Energy Web Token, Matic Mainnet, Binance Smart Chain, XDAI, Heco Mainnet, and Optimism Ethereum. So, yeah, it's not difficult. And then once you're there, you can go into here and this is Uniswap right here that I have pulled up. And be sure you go to app.uniswap.org or just uniswap.org. There are some imposter sites going on, and there's always bad elements that happen with all the good elements sometimes. With any new development, there's going to be the total ass cakes. So right here, you can switch your network. So right here, sorry. Okay, so. Oh, okay, no, okay, now watch. All right, I'm clicking my little MetaMask icon. I'm not going to expand it back out because it's a pain in the butt. All right, so, all right. Ethereum network. I'm on Uniswap on the Ethereum network. Bam, easy. I can swap whatever I want. I have 0.06 Ethereum tokens. All right, so say I want to switch that network. I just go to my little MetaMask icon and I click on it. And I click and then I just change networks. And scroll down to, where'd it go? Where'd you go? Optimistic Ethereum. And so I switch over to Optimism, and then here I am. Ta-da! All right, and then I can deposit to Optimism. So let's deposit to Optimism, I guess. I don't want to turn it, I'm already over time. I'm 34 minutes, but I just wanted to show you this layer 2 solution. So my point being is there's going to be a lot of opportunity. I got sidetracked to Optimism, and I'm not gonna go through all these steps here in Optimism, but I wanted to show you that there's a lot of layer 2 solutions popping up right now, and loop ring as well. So I think I'll spend tomorrow talking more about Optimism and some about loop ring. But the point is Arbitrum is going to be throwing and opening up the gates, the floodgates, to all this stuff and all these new apps. So what do all these new apps want? They want people to participate. And how do people get attracted to participate? By high APRs and high APYs and stuff like that. And they want money flowing in. And all these apps are going to be competing with one another. So who benefits off of a bunch of different apps and companies and projects competing with each other? You and I do. because they want our money and they want our attention and they want our usage. And so, yeah. And then another bullish thing for Chainlink launches Data Oracles and Arbitrum one's Ethereum scaling solutions. So Arbitrum is going to be heavily using Chainlink for its price feeds, for its random number functionalities, and for all this other stuff. So it's the Chainlink community is excited about Arbitrum as well. And I'm sorry I've been kind of all over the place on this show. It's just a lot of stuff going on, man. This is an exciting time. So anyway, yeah. Oh, hey, Chris, what's up? Thanks for jumping on. Chris Crypto is in the Bankless community as well, and I work with him in the AV Guild, and he's seeing lots of reverb on the feed right now. Man, that sucks. I'll have to work on my audio a little bit. I just kind of plugged in my mic and just went with it. So yeah, this is it. This is my channel. I'm out. I will see you tomorrow, and we will talk more about optimism and about what was the other? Oh yeah, and about Chainlink on Arbitrum as well. And then I want to talk about Loopring, because Loopring added in a feature. Yes, it's an automated market maker, but they also have automated order books on their Layer 2 exchange, which is pretty unprecedented and pretty cool. I don't really know of any. There's definitely automated market makers, but as far as automated order books, that's I don't know of anybody else doing that. Do you? If you do, let me know. Okay. That being said, I will see you tomorrow, and maybe I can get this sound and the reverb going right now. I'm just now learning about sound stuff. I'm trying to create some zingers for our podcast incubator that we're doing on the Bankless DAO, and I'm just kind of giving myself a crash course on all things video and audio. And only the way that I do, man. All right, well, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.